evening. I am back with day 3 of the Strike Back Video-A-Thon. Technically this was day 2's prompt, but I thought we'd do it today because otherwise you had way too many videos coming out yesterday. See, I'm already getting my days mixed up and it's only day 3. We're gonna do great. Anyways, today's prompt that I'm going to be talking about today is the top 5 books that I want to read in 2018. Now, if you didn't notice, I'm sitting in a hotel room. Could you tell? I do that a lot. My job requires me to travel a lot, and I tend to get really good videos when I travel because I have evenings to myself, which is good because I can get a lot done. It's bad because there's no natural light, and there are a total of 3 lamps in this entire room. I am using all of them to try to get some semblance of light around here, but obviously I didn't bring like a lighting kit or anything like that on a plane. That would have been weird and a little nerdy. So we're making do with what we have. I'm filming from the couch in my hotel room. We'll make it work, okay? Alright, so because I am in a hotel room and I don't have the books with me, some of them I don't even own yet, but I will before the end of the year. So I will put up the covers of the titles probably right about here. Alright, so without further ado, let's get started with the top 5 books that I am extremely excited to read this year. Okay, so when you guys got this prompt, did you think, oh my gosh, 5 books? Are you kidding me? Because that was my reaction. I have probably about 100 books on my TBR, and it's January. So obviously, my TBR is going to grow immensely throughout the year. So to narrow it down to 5, almost insane. Actually, no, it is insane. It's crazy. But I think I did it. I'm going to cheat a little bit because I'm counting one book as actually a series, but it's a small book. There's a series of 3 books. So I'm going to count it as 1. Okay, cool? I can do that. It's my video. Alright, so the first book series that I want to read is the Wayward Children series, and that is because I've been hearing nothing but amazing things about these books on BookTube from literally everybody that has read them or is reading them. I'm so excited to read them. I should have looked to see if they had them at Barnes & Noble tonight. Oh well, I'll look for them on Amazon. Anyways, so it's 3 books. Let me see if I can remember them. Every Heart a Doorway, Down Among the Sticks and Bones, and Beneath the Sugar Sky, which is the one that just came out. Okay, so those 3 books, they're short novellas. I could probably read them all in one sitting, but apparently they're really, really good. So I definitely want to read those. Alright, the second book that I want to read is also a BookTube recommendation, and it's actually something I'm going to be reading next month as part of the Contemporary-a-thon, but that is The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. It is a modern chick flick, romance type novel about 2 people that hate each other and fall in love. The perfect romantic trope, right? I love those type of books. The hate to love trope is it is overhyped, but I think if it's done well, it can be a really, really good story. And from what I hear, The Hating Game did it very, very well. So I'm gonna try it. I really, really want to read this. Alright, the third book that I want to read is a book called Behold the Dreamers, and it's by an author named, I'm gonna read it because I will butcher the name, Imobolo Mimbu, and she's a Cameroonian author, so it's an Own Voices author, or Own Voices book, that talks about a family that moves to the United States from Cameroon with their young daughter, and then kind of she grows up as a dreamer. And it's very prevalent to today's society and what's going on in the country. And so I think, as far as I can tell, this is very much I don't want to say true story because it is a novel, but it's taken from a lot of information that they know personally. Whether or not like she's an actual dreamer or just has done a lot of research with that. I haven't really done a whole lot of research into this book. I don't want to. I kind of want to just read it and kind of go into it with fresh eyes. But because of what's going on in this country right now and what's going on with the Dreamers and DACA, that's definitely a book that I am very interested in reading and will be picking up very, very soon into the year. All right, the fourth book was not a booktube recommendation, but one of the vloggers that I tend to watch quite a bit, and that is Manhattan Beach by Jennifer Egan. It's a historical fiction set in World War II, kind of starts out in the Depression era and then jumps ahead a little bit. And historical fiction was one of the genres that when I was back in middle school, historical fiction was the #1 genre that I would pick up. And I loved it, and that was kind of what got me into reading. I read the Dear America books and anything that I could get my hands on that had to do with early American history, world history, whatever. I would read any of that. And so I feel like that kind of might take me back to my roots a little bit. I don't have a lot of historical fiction books on my TBR this year, but this is something that I kind of want to get back to reading to kind of rediscover my love for that. And I feel like this will be a very good book to do that with. All right, and the fifth book that I want to make sure that I have on my TBR that I get read this year is actually a classic, and that is Pride and Prejudice. Believe it or not, I have not finished this book. I've started it, I've read parts of it, I've watched every single version of the movie, but I haven't read this book all the way through, which is ridiculous because I love Jane Austen. I love the story of Pride and Prejudice, so I have no idea why I haven't picked this book up and actually read it all the way through. So that will definitely be on a high priority of my TBR this year. I don't know when I'll read it, but I definitely will get it done this year. I don't know. I can't believe it. Honestly, I own the book. I have a hardcover. I have one of those like classic editions. I don't know why I haven't read it. It's kind of crazy, right? All right, and that is it. That is the top 5 books that I want to read this year-ish. Obviously, I want to read every book on my TBR. Otherwise, it wouldn't be there. It was hard, honestly, for me to find 5. Technically, that's not, I even had to add one because Turtles All the Way Down was definitely one of the top 5 that I wanted to read this year, and I was able to get that one done. So I got an extra spot. There you go, right? If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I'm doing videos every single day this month, or I guess it's for the next 30 days. So it really spans 2 months. It's like the end of January into February. So if you're not subscribed to the channel and you would like to be, and you're seeing that that you're getting value from my content, make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell so that you get a notification, and then you'll know when my content comes up. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic day, that everything is going well for you guys, that you are reading some amazing books and enjoying the end of January. I don't know if you can enjoy the end of January because it's freaking cold outside, at least where I am right now. But here's to warmer weather and sunnier days and really good books. Have a great night. Bye.